Hi everybody. I promised to do a video over the weekend and I didn't really get a chance because we had a lot going on, and my mom and dad just lost one of their pups. So I went over there and spent a little bit of time with them. She was old, she was 13, and they knew that her time was coming because she had an enlarged heart that was pressing up against her esophagus, and it was causing her to have breathing trouble, and she was coughing a lot. So my mom had called all the dogs for their afternoon treat, and they called Shelby, and Shelby didn't come, and she had passed away under my mom and dad's kitchen table. So it was a sad weekend for our family. So I did want to catch up with you guys a little bit. As you can see, I'm having to hold the camera now a lot farther out because, yeah, he's huge. He's huge. I had a concern over the last 3 or 4 days because I was coming home from work, and I'm working day shift this week. So I'm coming home from work 3:15, 3:30 in the afternoon, and he's already tuckered out and trying to go to sleep. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, maybe he's sick. Sorry, there's mosquitoes out here. Thinking to myself, maybe he's sick. You know what? Maybe I need to take him to the vet or whatever. So I set the cameras in his habitat up to detect motion. And what I found was really interesting. He is not sick, okay? To say the least, he is not sick. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work. So after I get my hair and everything done, take my shower or whatever, I go in his habitat, and he stirs up a little bit. And I put his morning bugs in there and change his vegetables and give him a fresh bowl of water. And he doesn't even bother getting up because, you know, the lights are still out. So he's watching me do all this stuff, and I could see his little eyes moving and following me. It's hilarious. So anyways, back to the subject. I set his cameras up on both sides to detect motion, and throughout the day my phone was blowing up. It was just blowing up. So what he's doing is, yeah, he sees bugs. He's moving around all freaking day while I'm at work, you know, and by the time I get home, he's just pooped and he's ready to take a nap. So 3:30, 4 o'clock, you know, whenever, he starts tuckering out. So, oh, there's something really interesting going on up there, isn't there? You got to see his face. Look at his eyes. He is intrigued. So anyways, long story short, Drogon's not sick. Drogon is just fine. Drogon is just very lazy at the end of the day, and by the time I get home, he don't want to do shit. So I got home early enough today. It was about 3:05 or so, and I gave him his bugs. Look how beautiful his colors are when he's outside. I gave him his bugs, and he ate, no problem. So while he was awake, I decided to take him out and let him catch some rays out here. But he's been doing really good. This weekend, probably Friday after I get home from work, I'm going to take everything in my room and make sure it's arranged in a manner that he's not going to be able to get hurt on anything. And I'm going to give the 2-room free roam a whirl and see what happens with him. And it's making me very nervous because he likes to go under stuff and hide, and I gotta let him do it. It's like a new kitten or a new puppy. They like to get into trouble. They like to do stuff they're not supposed to do, and they like to sneak under furniture. And I'm just gonna have to suck it up because I have to give him the freedom to roam in the house. Pretty soon he's going to be roaming the whole house, you know, and by that time I'll be used to it. But right now it's like, you know, even though he's not very little anymore, he's still my little baby, and I still worry about him because I have nothing to go by. I've never had one before. I've never had any type of a reptile, much less a bearded dragon. And I think the closest I got was when I was a kid. My sister had a couple of turtles, and, you know, I like turtles, but you know what? No. But I have nothing to go by. I am still brand new to all of this. I'm pretty proud as far as how far I've gotten him because he used to look like a little sickly worm sitting on my chest, and now he's this big, beautiful, grand, and look, all the way down here, look. I mean, he's amazing. He's amazing. Yes, he's my beautiful boy. And I think the guys at work are sick of me talking about him all the time, but you know what, that's okay. They suck it up and they watch the videos and they let me talk about him, because they know I'm excited and they know I adore him. So, and I think they kind of like him too, it's like they look at how big he's gotten and they're like, oh my God, and one of the guys that I work with has owned one and actually, what was that? Actually worked at PetSmart. So he gave me a lot of information and helped me get him this far. So look how wide he gets. So, yeah, they put up with it, for the sake of me, and I'm glad that I can talk to people about him and let them know how wonderful he is. So, even though I didn't do a video this weekend, like I said, I am most definitely, I promise, I am going to do a video this weekend because I'm going to open up a second room to him. So, it's going to be a trip. I'm probably going to be funnier than anything that he can do because I'm going to be a nervous freaking wreck. So, anyways, you know what? I'm glad that you guys are still here. I'm glad that you still are checking in and watching how funny he is and how wonderful he is and watching how big he's getting and just following his life and putting up with my babbling about how much I love him. But, thanks for stopping by, and be sure to check in this weekend and see what happens. It's going to be a trip. Laters.